Alright, so we're gonna do a live stream tonight. I've got all my stuff set up a bit differently. The camera's in a different spot. Not too sure about that. But we're gonna do radical one, non-inspirational gaming's in the chat. It's working good. Thanks for showing up. I've got the radical number one sketch cover. Gonna do that. I'm gonna draw my character laser balls, and the funny thing is, so because it's a number one and this is issue 1, laser balls isn't in it. He doesn't show up till issue 2. So this is issue 2. And there it is. That's the first appearance of laser balls ever. You can see that on the camera. But I'm going to start doing some sketches. Get this all set up. I don't know how good it's going to work, but we'll just keep going along until we get something working. I wonder if I can try this. There was a thing I haven't streamed for a long time. That's better. Now I can see the. Hey, thanks for the follow too. Non-inspirational gaming. But now I can see all my stuff. And I suppose I better start drawing. So we're gonna do laser balls. I did a quick sketch earlier, the kind of thing that I wanted to do. So we've got him jumping kind of there, and the blast will be coming out that way. And then we can do some blast lines and shit going up that way. But I suppose there's enough talking, let's fight. That head might be a bit big. We'll just block in the body shape. You kind of, usually I like to use up the whole cover, but because it's like a weirdo character like laser balls, we can have his blast coming out of his wiener machine thing. Reds his balls that shoot lasers, but let's just try and get some marks on the page first. Hey, follow on YouTube comics. Oh, cool. I gotta get. Let's see. Is that arm in the way if I hold it there? No. Because I like to hold the thing. So just let me know if my like hands are in the way, or there's if the music's too loud, or if you can hear the music at all. And the music's by Bogan Robot, who has a YouTube channel, which I think is called Bogan Robot. I'll look it up in a sec. No music. Can you hear the music now? I had it down too low. Oh, my cat just hit the camera. A bit, but maybe my hat's not here, it's just wiggling from the table. But this is a totally new thing for me. I've never done like a live drawing where it's actually traditional stuff. So it might be a bit rough for the first time. But I'm gonna start a series on my Patreon page, which is also called Ed Keasley Art. But I'm gonna be redrawing an old comic from the 90s. No pressure then, yeah. I think the best thing, the classy thing to do is just ignore all the things that I stuff up. So we've got the basic kind of figure starting to take shape. Let's see if I want the leg down there, tucked in. It's got to be out of the way of when I tuck it in, but it still needs to be out of the way of the laser ball blast. And then we'll go through and we'll put all the costume details in and the facial expressions. Maybe we'll get the body tightened up so it's doesn't look weird. Can figure out the feet are always hard in this angle because of like you always want to draw them pointing down or from front on, but drawing them in the up angle is really hard. And it takes a while to figure it out. I haven't quite figured it out yet. I think the erasing is going to shake the camera. It's going to take some quick refreshment. Whenever I do these live streams, I always feel like I've been drawing for ages and ages. I've only been drawing for a couple of minutes. It's just a weird thing that happens. I can have this foot for almost like a normal one, but this leg's higher up. I can have it coming down a bit like this. I always start out trying to draw the kind of the idea I had in my head, and then I just have to adjust it to what my drawing ability is as I go. That's kind of the idea, and then I might put some glass lines and shit going through it this way and bits of rubble and stuff. See that very sketchy drawing that it is so far. Then I've got the kneaded rubber eraser, which is going to shake the camera a little crazy, but kind of stuff to erase these lines, so then I can draw over them, use them as a guide, and get a better idea of what the figure looks like once it's done. I'm going to swap to this pen, it's a pencil, it's a 0.5 and I've got a 0.3 as well, to use that for the really little details. It's nice to draw with. Also gotta get some reference. I think Radical Laser Balls is in this one. There's a cool pin up by Dan Watts in the back of the vertical too. He draws him a little bit different than I do. So we're going to use the very first picture. Hey, Bogan Robots here. And I've changed a little bit of Laserball's costume. See, it's got the red piping around that. I've changed that to black because it's really annoying to draw. It seemed like a good costume, like design element, but it's actually a big pain in the ass. His costume's really hard to draw too because I'm pointing to it off camera. There's all these like the metal parts on the side, and got the dark color that has the shading, and then the lighter orange part that doesn't have as much shading, and then the robot bits. The whole thing's a bit of a bastard. I'm gonna cough. It's like when you hear the like the voice actors, and they go in for an audition and they do a voice for a cartoon character, and they're like screaming all the time, and then they get the job, and then every day they have to go in and scream when they're being that character. It's kind of like it's the equivalent of what his costume is. It's a screaming cartoon voice. Let's get back to the drawing. So I'm gonna get the proportions all in better now. They've drawn him when I'm doing. Let me start again. Now that I'm coming in for the tighter pencils, I can see I've drawn him really bulky in the sketch phase. He's not a super bulky character, he's more like a athletic build for a superhero. So I've got to try and figure it out. I've got the reference in the way of the chat, which is great. Rec 72 for the new setup, thank you. I had help from my lovely wife to try and figure out a camera angle that wasn't getting my hand in the way of the drawing, because I had it set up where it was going straight down, and whenever I was drawing, my hand was in the way of the stuff. But hopefully this is better. So now come to the doing this tightening up stage. I might actually have to redraw most of this, but it's okay because we've got the basic shapes are all here. And just gotta tighten it up. Yeah, I think all the legs are gonna be wrong. Yeah, because he's hunched over. So his groin's down here, but it should be up here. So I'm gonna have to redo all that stuff. But the good part is that like the decision making bit's mostly done. I think that's the hardest part of making comics and doing creative stuff, is the settling on an idea, like getting everything where you want it, and then the work bit is just filling in the details once you've decided on what you're going to do. So if he's forward, his waist would be there. There's a problem I did with if you remember when I drew the first bit, like a couple of seconds ago, a couple of minutes ago, is I just do his quad piece in, but I didn't draw the figure underneath in. And now that's come back to get me because these bits don't fit anymore. But it shouldn't take too long to fix. And see these little bits, I'm drawing the tubes of the legs. I can see which way they're facing. I learned that from a book on how to draw tubes. And now this leg actually looks kind of like it's more open. And these bits always confuse me because these bits touch. And so does because you're looking, pardon me, because you're looking up at it, the bottom leg goes, the bottom leg, that bit, I forgot the name of it, but the bottom bit under the knee goes over the top bit. I think it's calf and thigh. But now this leg looks heaps better. Kind of looks like a Blue Beetle pose or a Spider-Man kind of thing. Which are both designed by Steve Ditko. Though some people think that Kirby designed the Spider-Man. Different watching the analog drawing. It's different doing it too. There's no undo button. Which is why I like inking in digital. I feel like drawing on paper with the pencil, the way the tactile feel of the materials feels better. And I've tried doing that in the past too, but it's never really worked out as well as I'd hoped. So I ended up just doing the drawing on the Microsoft Surface and then inking on the Cintiq. We'll redo these muscles because it's how they would look if he was just standing up. I think I just basically drew them the same way. Let's try and block in his contraption. There's the bit, and there's these tubes. These tubes are a really bad idea as well, but They're very hard to draw. But they're kind of cool. And then there's that bit. Oh, and there's his hand still. Trying to keep my hand out of the way. See if I can move it over so you can see it. It's blocking the shape of the hand first before I start trying to draw the pingies in. My hand's not quite right, but it's in the right spot. It's just the little bits are wrong. Now blocking his face is the word I'm looking for. So when I'm looking down and screaming, and the mask will be on there, so we can make his head a bit longer. Because when you look down, your face goes pointier, it goes squarer as you look up. And your ears go higher up when you're looking down too. And you can't see his eyes, so but you can't really see anything, it's just his mouth. So all the emotion of his face has to be carried through how his mouth looks. And so that's that bit. How does it work this way? We're up to here. Now we're going to go through with another round of erasing and add in all the details. I can see from here that this that foot's bigger than that one. Now we pull out the 0.03 pencil and see if I want to lean in more now. There's the camera's right there. Let's see if I can find a way to, oh, maybe if I move around a bit. I'm going to try and get the shape of his head in and draw a line across there to try and get the side symmetrical, which is one thing I've never been good at. It doesn't look too bad here, but if you saw it in reverse, it would look really weird. A good trick is we could do it here. You hold it up to the light. Is a light. I can't really show you guys, but it is off a bit. But you hold the thing up to the light, looking at it through the other side, and it will show you the reverse image, and you'll be able to see where the bits are off. If you care about that sort of stuff. You usually can't tell unless you're looking for it. Now it's time to have a look at this hand again. Still having a bit of trouble with this hand, which is dumb because I've drawn this kind of pose a billion times. I think I can just simplify it. And once I've made scary noises, I'll go back to drawing, but then after that we'll get the figure properly locked down and then start putting costume details in. And I'm trying to draw these weird fancy things. I need to just get it done. This is what I was trying to draw. And again, trying to get this stuff symmetrical. And trying to get his crotch box to look right. It's a weird shaped contraption, I suppose is the word for it. Oh, I've locked my chair. Oh, that's better. It's always a wonder how kind of professional guys get their stuff to look all like, again, the symmetries, it's really throwing me off. I wonder if they actually do get it everything perfect, or if it just kind of feels like it is because they're so good. These are the lenses for these ball lasers. I'll get a circle template out. It's time to get them in properly. Does everyone's stream all working properly? Because I've got 2 different computers running at the same time here. When I do the digital streams, like drawing digitally, I stream off my desktop PC, looking awesome, working great. Hey, comics net.au's here. Very good. So I normally do it off my stream from the PC, which my Cintiq's attached to. But getting the Rob Lyle's here. I'm using my phone as a camera, and it's going through a different program. It's like a web browser-based program called VOD Ninja, and that's sending it to my Surface, Microsoft Surface Pro, and that's how I'm getting that to work. Looking solid, thank you. Because when I tried to do it on my PC, it was really laggy. I didn't like the VOD Ninja for some reason. But anyway. And try and get the feet the same size. And I've got the starts of the cables drawn in. Alright, so there's the basic figure. Ooh. Doing a blue beetle-y Spider-Man-y jumpy. So I'm gonna have a little rest for a second. Now I can start. Void Tech is having 2 audio, 2 video channels running smoothly in high quality. Well done. Thank you. I was 15 minutes late to start because I was testing it out this afternoon. And then when I was setting up like 10 minutes to go before I was supposed to start, none of the audio was working. And also it was no, it was working, but it was getting audio from this camera and then sending it out of the surface, and it was getting into a feedback loop and it started squealing. And then I got that sorted out, and then all the audio stopped, which was fun. It took me 15 minutes to figure out what I fucked up, but I got it in the end. We're all here watching me draw laser balls. It was actually in Radical 1, but he's definitely in 2 because I'm looking at it, and then he's in 3, and he's in 4, and I think he's in 5. Why am I drawing eyes? I'll use it as a whatchamacallit. And then he'll definitely be in 6 as well, because there's going to be a big bad guy thing happening in issue 6. And my hat keeps hitting the camera. I've got to find a better spot for it, but when I'm doing detail stuff, I lean right in. So because I know where his eyes are, I can put his visor over that bit. Then we know his visor's in the right spot. And now his Batman nose bit. It's gonna go over his mouth. Touch. And what's this guy's name? Laser balls. His helmet's heavily inspired by RoboCop. And he's got like a short buzz cut. The other day I found like the first sketch I ever did of laser balls. I don't know if I put it on Instagram or anything, but if I find it again, put it up. Oh, and he's got a tooth missing. See that bit? And gets his tooth punched out. Puts his front in. It's got the head cover, guys. Back to this picture because it's a better shot of his costume. So he's got little things on the shoulders for no reasons. So they kind of look cool with the angled draw. Then this V shape. And this V-shape is actually a clue to who made his laser ball things, but it's really dumb. But no one would ever get it. but I can whenever it comes time to reveal who made it, I can say that it was there the whole time. Now I kind of want to tell you, but I'm not going to. He's got these little divot bits. I don't know where that came from. You can do his boots. This 0.03 pencil heads break real easy. You can see. I got this from that I think it's called Jet Pens, the Japanese pen store. I got it on the internet, I didn't go to Japan. I think that's like Superman's boot, isn't it, Evan? That little bit there. But the good bit is this bit, the middle bit on his costume. You can't see that on his legs from this angle, so I don't have to draw it. I do have to draw it on his arms and down his ribs. We're getting there. I really love these, like the cyborg part bits. It's like every 90s guy had a robot arm and stuff. I think the techniques look a lot older than the 90s though. Pretty sure I've seen it on some like 70s stuff even. That light looks a bit big, so I'll try and bring it in. And then the purple part of his costume is like a darker material. It gets heavier shading than the orange bit, which again is, it's all just a big thing. So I would advise anyone who's like designing a costume to make it simple, because you're going to have to draw it 10 times a page. You don't want it to be all done like this one. So just going to block in some shadows. It's all pretty loose because I'm the one that's got it inked, so you can do some of the drawing with the pen. This arm's gone out of control. I think with the orange bits I'll just kind of use some feathering techniques instead of the hard lines. The purple bits. And his legs are all yellow or orange. workout. Man, I love laser balls. Seems to be very popular. There's George Vega, who's drawing issue 4 and 5. He's drawn issue 4. He's drawing issue 5 at the moment. He was at a convention in America, and he was talking to this famous Italian artist who draws a bunch of DC stuff and draws stuff from Marvel as well. And the guy asked him, like, what projects you're working on, and he goes, oh, I'm drawing this comic called Radical, and one of the characters is called Laser Balls, and he shoots lasers out of his balls. And the guy's like, yeah, that's good. Yeah, living the dream. I thought it was great. I can't remember what the guy's name was. Might make the story a bit better. He's a really good artist too. And I think it's time to get the stencil out. Let's see if I can find it. There it is. His name was Franco something. I can't look on my phone. I shouldn't really be looking it up right now, but biggest Francavilla. Yeah, that's that guy. If you guys know him. He's drawn a bunch of stuff. Anyway. Let's put a kind of a center line. And we can see what we're working with. I'll do the outside ones. Let me look. It's already starting to look like balls. Got my reference over the chat again. How's everyone's Sunday? Well, that really does look like balls when I look at it in the monitor. Oh goodness. Bashing my earphones cords around. Turtle balls.
Check it out.
That should be his catchphrase. Great to see you. This has made my weekend. Great to see you back on the telly. I'm gonna start doing some more live streams. Got the the itch again. I'm going to be doing a series on my Patreon. I'm going to redraw a comic book that I started in the 90s. It's actually the Bogan Robot, you remember the Riot Squad comic that I did years and years ago? It's the first version of that I scrapped before I went to the fantasy 70s punk rock thing. Is right there a superhero team? I'm gonna scan it in because I actually drew a fair bit of it before I scrapped the idea, and I had pretty much the whole thing laid out and almost all of it penciled and even a couple of pages inked. These things are tricky.
Check it out.
I think one of his balls is lower than the other, but I'm going to say that was on purpose. Okay. See that? I'm going to move this lens over a bit too. I always forget which one I used. Oh, and then there's the bits inside. That's wrong. Growing up, I never had circle stencils or even knew about them and stuff. That they were a thing that you needed to draw circles. It's only very recently that I started using this guy, the P-squared thing. They go on the makes drawing perspective stuff so much easier, having the up and down with the using a triangle for the up bits. That's why all my perspective stuff always looked a bit wonky. So you learn as you go. This is a nice composition too, because the ball blast is making big arrow shape pointing up to his nuts. So we've got a bit more stuff to do on his shoe, and I'm almost ready for inks. Well, it's nearly an hour. I might just do these last little touch-up bits and do some stuff on the effect on his blast, and then I'll stop the stream and we'll do the inking bit on another one, maybe on Tuesday or something. I'll use this way. It's a bit easier to see what I'm doing. And so much lights everywhere. and finish off his leg. And there's going to be a bounce light coming up on, like on the bottom of his legs and all up on there, to try some of that 90s double lighting. With the visible light source too. And then there's the oh no, that's Radicals one has that stuff. Laser Balls has the little dots, which are really easy to draw on the computer. Now I'll just draw it like Radicals one. But I can put Kirby dots in there. Might do some lots of black stuff in the background so that make his balls really stand out. I'll put this video up on YouTube as well. And then I'll put my signature here. I forget to put my signature on stuff all the time. Oh yeah, speaking of, I did actually put it on at the end. This is a new comic that I've done. That's Bogan Robot there when he was a whippersnapper. See if I can get it on the camera properly. It's a 6-page story of some weird people we met at the pub one night around 2001. It's got some of my wife's collages in it. That's a cool one. It's a collage of a little weird kid on a BMX. And that's the third one in the series. There's number 2 and number 1. These will be available soon. And there's also the Patreon exclusive red cover ones. But I'm gonna stop here. And there's the Radical books, which you can get on the comics store, the comics.shop, comx.shop. But I'm going to stop the thing now.